Thank you very much. The next question, the member for Timmins.
Well, thank you very much, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Premier, you will know that businesses across this province have been heavily hit as a result of COVID. You will also know that the auditor reported back that your government didn't spend some of the money that was put aside in order to help these businesses through the pandemic, and about $200 million of that ended up going to businesses that didn't need it. One group of businesses that have really been affected are the independent travel agents. These are about half of the travel agents here in Ontario. They don't work in a brick-and-mortar type setting. They work at home as brokers, and they didn't even qualify for the most part for these programs. So will your government finally do the right thing and allow that sector to be able to be part of possibly getting some of that money that was entitled to help small businesses in this situation?
To respond, the Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and through you to the member opposite for that important question. He's absolutely right. The travel and tourism and accommodation sector has been particularly hard hit, and that's why our government did move to provide supports to a broad range of people and businesses in that sector, not least of which it was through the Tourism and Travel Business Support Grant that we put forward. We also have the Tourism Recovery Program that applications just closed a couple of weeks ago, so we'll be announcing more support for businesses in the travel and tourism sector. Mr. Speaker, this government has worked from day one, March of 2020, to provide unprecedented supports for businesses, over $10 billion of supports for businesses. Through getting vaccination rates and the Verify app, we've been able to open up capacity so businesses that are in the travel and tourism and accommodation area can welcome back customers safely. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
You know, again, back to the Premier, the problem is most of those programs they don't qualify for. They apply, they get denied. They're told they don't fit within the criteria of the program that's established. And we're now going into a situation where a lot of independent travel agents and others are starting to lose bookings because what's happening with this new variant that's now coming upon us. What's worst is their association has been asking to meet with your minister in order to discuss how to approach a solution to this problem. And the minister will not get back to them, will not acknowledge even the request for the meeting. So will this government do the right thing, make sure that the programs qualify for these businesses, and at least meet with their association so they can get a direct answer?
I remind the members to make their comments through the chair. Minister of Finance to reply.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, through you to the member opposite, to my rookie colleague over there. Listen, very important question, and of course, one of the important things is to listen to all Ontarians. And I would just remind the member opposite that we have worked very hard throughout the pandemic. We'll definitely follow up through you, following this answer in the session, to follow up with my colleague opposite. I will say this though. As the Minister of Health gets up every single day, her number one goal is to protect the lives of all Ontarians, to encourage people to get vaccinated, to use all the tools in our toolkit to reopen safely, which includes the travel agents, which includes reopening the ability of Ontarians to travel freely in this province. And, Mr. Speaker, the staycation tax credit is just another step in the right direction to supporting the small businesses in this province.